Another scandal rocking Westminster, the Deputy Prime Minister, Angela Rayner, accused of dodging the very taxes she demands the rest of us pay. Hypocrisy at the very top. While ordinary families are crushed by rising bills, higher mortgages, and endless taxes, she's accused of quietly avoiding her fair share. In fiery clash in Parliament, the Shadow Chancellor tears into this government's reckless tax obsession and calls out Rayner's double standards. You'll want to see this.
Yeah, I'll give way to my
right honourable friend, and he's right to highlight the massive impact of these tax rises on so many families up and down this country and businesses too. Can he comment, please, on how we can have a Deputy Prime Minister in a government who is admitted avoiding paying the tax that she owed and continues in office, and this from a party which moved to call for the resignation of people for far lower offences than that, and is this not exposed the rank hypocrisy which seems to run right through the government opposite?
If the right honourable lady wants to make the rules, she should live by them. And that will be a message which will go out to businesses and families right up and down this country. There is no way that they can avoid the juggernaut of taxes that are coming down the track.
Would you give way?
I will give way to the right honourable gentleman.
And in return for his generosity, I'm going to say something pleasant about the last Conservative government. I know, wait for it. And the last, wait for it. Just the one thing. The last government allowed councils like Westland Furness, run by the Liberal Democrats, to double council tax on second homes. It is right to do that because excessive second home ownership absolutely annihilates communities in the Lakes and the Dales, the West Country and elsewhere. Yeah. But can I encourage his party and the party in government now to do something we should do much more to limit the number of second homes than that, and that is to bring in a new planning category of use so that like the national parks and councils can manage the numbers and save communities.
Well, I thank him for his intervention. I thank him for his kind words about the Conservative Party as well. I'm sure they're deeply felt and very, very genuine. What I would say, Mr. Speaker, is that what the Deputy Prime Minister should be doing is delivering more homes. And it is quite clear that the 1.5 million homes that they are claiming they will be delivering at the rate of 300,000 a year is not going to be met. And I'm quite happy at some point in the future to be proven wrong. But I very much suspect that unfortunately I will not be. But Mr. Speaker, where we have ended up is in a situation where we have a huge black hole looming. The National Institute for Economic and Social Research puts that at possibly as much as £40 billion. This is a recurrent theme with the economic mismanagement of the party opposite. In the October budget, the first budget, there was headroom of around £10 billion against the fiscal rule. That was blown, and £4 billion more by the time of the spring statement, the emergency budget in the spring. And once again, it appears that even that, and considerably more, has been blown all over again. And that is no surprise when it came to the U-turn on winter fuel payments, when it came on to the U-turn on the welfare reforms that we've already discussed in this debate. That led to unfunded commitments of around £6 billion. Unfunded commitments that the Chancellor said the Labour Party would never find themselves in that situation. That has simply not happened. And what signal does it send to the markets that this government cannot control spending? And in the long term, it will be interesting to see what the ABR has to say about their forecasts for growth going forward. And we've seen 30-year bond yields now, Mr. Speaker, in recent times, hitting a 27-year high. We are paying more on our borrowing than Greece. There is potentially now a debt crisis looming. This country could be on the brink, and it is all on their watch. I'll certainly give way to the Honourable Gentleman.
Of course, this government inherited higher bond yields than many other countries. And right now, bond yields are going up in Japan, Germany, United States. Is the Chancellor responsible for all of this?
Well, there's no doubt that under the last government, there was a need to support the economy. And that, for example, involved the expenditure of £400 billion, not least on the furlough scheme. which, and I don't remember his party at the time saying that we shouldn't do that. They were actually arguing we should go still further than that. And this, the Conservative government stepped in and supported jobs and saved us going into the kind of mass unemployment that many feared, worse than even the 1980s. And I take great pride in that. But we are where we are now, and what this government should be doing is growing this economy, stoking up business sentiment, getting taxes down, and getting the economy moving. And it is doing precisely the opposite. I give way
If you found
to
this eye-opening, please like, share it with others, subscribe, and tap the bell so you stay informed with every new update.